This is example 187 from the core maths book. So we're looking at solving sine theta equals root 3 cos theta. I'm going to use this identity, which is that sine theta over cos theta is equal to tan theta. So what we're trying to do is we're going to try and turn this equation that we've got into an equation just involving tan theta. Because when we have two different types of trig function involved, then it's difficult to solve. So we need it to be just in terms of one trig function. So what we can do is we can divide through by cos theta. So if we do that, we get sine theta over cos theta, and that's equal to root 3. And using this identity, then we're going to say, well, that means that tan theta is equal to square root of 3. If we then rearrange that to get the inverse tan, we get theta is tan minus 1 of root 3, which we can put into the calculator, and our calculators will give us the answer that's nearest to 0. So it will give us 60 degrees. But we need to find the other answers in this interval. So for that, we want to draw a tan graph. So here we go. So a tan graph has got asymptotes at 90, also 270, and it will go through 0 and 180 and 360. So I can draw the asymptotes as a dotted line. And our tan graph will look something like this, where it will approach the asymptotes but never actually touch them. So that's our tan graph between 0 degrees and 360 degrees. So the answer that the calculator has given us has been for root 3, and it's given us this value, which is 60 degrees. But we can see that in our range, we've got actually other values as well. So a tan graph will repeat every 180 degrees. So we can see we've got another value there, which can be given by 180 plus the 60. So that's 240. The next value is actually outside of our range, because that would be 360 plus the 60. So that would be 420, and that's out of the range that's required. So we're not going to bother with that one. But what we have to be careful with is root 3 has a negative answer as well. So there's a negative value for root 3. So there. And by symmetry, that's minus 60 degrees, which is actually out of our range. But if we project across to the graph there, so if we add 180 to negative 60, we actually get 120. So that is in our range. And then the next value along, adding a further 180, will give us 300 degrees. So the values that we're interested in our range are 60, 120, and 300 and 240. So we've got theta is 60, 120, 240, and 300 in our range.